So many golfers are out there working on drills to improve their golf, but they're not getting any better. If that sounds like you, then you need to watch this video because we're going to show you why doing drills won't necessarily help you play better golf. So thanks for joining me on a very cold, frosty morning here at the Forest of Arden. The sky looks beautiful, but as you can see, it is pretty cold because there's still quite a bit of frost out here. And if I hit the ground, that's pretty tough. So when I do my demonstration here, I'm certainly not going to be trying to take a divot. So in this video, we're discussing the topic of why drills aren't helping you improve your golf game. So before we get started, if you have been trying some drills and you don't feel that they're improving your game, let me know. Just let me have a comment in the box and just tell me what you're doing in your drills, because it'd be interesting to get some feedback from you. Very often I hear golfers saying, I'm doing the drills, I'm working on what my coach has told me or what I need to work on, but I don't feel that's translating to results out on the golf course. Today in this video, we're going to explain to you exactly why that might be the case. Just before we get started, I would love you to be a subscriber of my channel if you're not already. There is a subscription link down below. There's also a clickable link at the end of the video if you'd rather wait for that. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to use my golfing as an example, just because I'm well aware of it and I can explain to you the processes that I go through to make my changes and how I use drills and exactly why they don't necessarily give me a change to my golf swing. We're going to use this in a moment, just ignore that for a moment. So let's just quickly go through my golf swing and what I tend to do. I tend to struggle with my first move away from the golf ball. I tend to move the club very much in behind me. This way I get the golf club very flat in the backswing. My reaction to that is to get the golf club steepening in transition. And as I start down, it's very steep. I then have to try and recover it. And obviously when I time it well and I practice a lot, I can get away with it and play some decent golf. When I don't, I really struggle with kind of push shots and hook shots. So what am I trying to do in my golf swing? Well, I'm really trying to work on my first move away. I'm trying to get the club head a little bit better in my takeaway, get the club shaft a little bit steeper, and that then helps me do some better things in the downswing. And certainly when I've done it, in practice, it does give me better results. So let's go back right to the start. And let's say I go for a golf lesson. I've never had a golf lesson before. I do not know what my golf swing does. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what my faults are. I've got no idea. I go for a lesson and the coach says, your takeaway isn't great. We need to work on that takeaway. So he might say to me, okay, do you know how that takeaway should go? What should I be doing? I would go, absolutely no idea. I don't know what it should look like. So I have got, from setup, I've got absolutely no concept of how that club should move away relative to what I do. Therefore, a drill where there is no ball, there is a club and there is a setup is going to help me. So we may well do a little exercise where he might say, or the coach might say, place an alignment stick down the grip. So it's up the left-hand side, and I want me to feel like as I move that club away, the alignment stick is going to slide down my lead leg towards my knee. You can see that alignment stick is on my knee. You can see what that's done to that takeaway. It's got the golf club very much more in front of me. It's got my hands nice and close to me, and I was working the club up away from this. My tendency would be to move in this fashion here. So you can see that difference, how that exercise and that drill is helping me appreciate how I need to move that golf club. So what is that drill doing for me? Well, it's taking me from a place where I don't really know what the right move is to being able to understand what the right move is and create my own feels and my own appreciation, my own understanding of what that is like. So that in maybe a couple of weeks, when I go for that lesson again and the coach says to me, right, just take your starting position, Chris, and just show me what the takeaway should look like, I'm going to be able to move the club better. He's going to go carry on to here and he's going to go fantastic. I've now understood how that takeaway needs to move. Now I might do that drill for 3-4 weeks because it's new to me. I don't feel familiar with it. I might do it wrong sometimes. I might do it right sometimes. I need to repeat that drill a number of times until I feel comfortable with it, until I can do it without really thinking, until it's second nature for me to move that club away. So I understand it. I can do it. I can move the club as I want it. Place the ball down, ask me to hit a shot. I'm straight away going to go back to what I always do. I absolutely will. So that drill has almost served its purpose. It's done its job now. I've used that drill to get a better understanding of what I need to do. My concepts are much clearer. But just doing that drill for 10 minutes a day for the next 5 months isn't going to suddenly change my golf swing. I have to do that with a ball. That's the key. The drill won't change my golf swing. The drill will help me move me to a better place where I can then start to implement that move to a golf swing. So now if my coach says to me, okay, take your starting position, move up to the top, stop and clip the ball away, straight away my backswing was much better because I've got a good understanding. So what I've done is I've taken that drill, I've moved that golf club through a better place, I've paused, and I've gone through. So what you can see I'm starting to do now is I'm starting to implement that swing into a shot. It wasn't the drill that helped me swing that club better. It was the concept that I had and my ability to change the way the golf club moved, which was, yes, because of that drill. So what I would then start to do is I would then have to start blend that movement together, so take out the pause. I would then have to start to build up the speed. I would then have to start and do that with different golf clubs. I would then have to start and do that with different shots, so low punch shots, fade shots, draw shots, half shots. I would then have to take that skill to the golf course and do it under pressure. There's all these different levels and layers to making swing changes. So unfortunately, there are golfers out there who believe that if they get given a drill, such as club down the left knee, which we demonstrated at the start, doing that drill 5 minutes every day for the next 3 weeks will change your golf swing on the course. It won't. I'm here to tell you it won't. It will help you, don't get me wrong. I absolutely use drills in every single day that I coach because it's great to get the right concept, but we have to take that concept and apply it. There are so many golfers who say to me things like, how do I stop moving the club so quickly away from the ball? The simple answer is you don't move the club so quickly away from the ball, you slow it down. There often aren't drills, you just have to make the right move. Once you understand it, you have to just do it in the golf ball. If you can't do it, if it's too hard, think about what you could do to make it easier. Reduce the speed, add in a pause, go to a shorter club. Do all these things to make it easier and then build back up to the right swing. So this video was not a fix for anything. It wasn't a fix for a slice or a hook or a top or adding distance. But I really think this is possibly one of the most important videos you could watch if you are someone who's trying to change your golf swing. You've got some drills to do. You need to understand how those drills work and how you can use those to make that positive change to your golf swing. So not the most glamorous video, probably not going to get the most views on YouTube in terms of, you know, stop your slice or add 30 yards, but as I say, probably one of the most important ones. If you feel it is important and you like this video, please let me know, because how we practice is so important. If you did like this video, I can do more videos like this, helping you take your practice to the course, because that's ultimately what we're all trying to do. Right, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to finish with a shot, and I'm going to try and do the golf swing that I work on. You just saw my ability to make that move away from the ball as I want, but I'm still not 100% good at doing it when the ball's there. So let's have a go, trying to keep the club a little bit more outside my hands, a little bit steeper, going back. Okay, and I slipped a little bit with a foot. That was a little bit thin, and if there's ever a day to not thin one, today's the day, because it's about 0 degrees. I now can't feel my fingers, but yeah, still went pretty straight, so I'll take it. Thanks for watching. Usual stuff is down below, comments box, like button, all that kind of stuff. We'll hopefully see you back here for another video very soon. Thanks for watching.